Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert, and I am absolutely delighted to welcome all of you from Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. Today, we're going to dive into a topic that, believe me, is the very foundation of our profession: ethical finance. It's at the core of everything we do. So here's our plan. First, we're going to explore why trust is the absolute bedrock of our industry. Then, we'll get into the three pillars of ethical finance, what they are, and why they're so crucial. After that, we'll see how to build a real culture of accountability and tackle those tough, real-world ethical dilemmas you're definitely going to face. And to wrap it all up, we'll look at the incredible long-term rewards of leading with integrity. Sound good? Let's get started. Okay, so let's start with the big picture. Why is this topic so important in hospitality? Well, it's pretty simple, actually. Our entire industry, everything we do, is built on a single foundation. And if that foundation cracks, everything else, well, it comes tumbling down. This isn't just about checking boxes. It's about protecting the very soul of our business. Just think about it for a second. The moment a guest makes a reservation, they are putting their faith in us. They trust that we'll provide a safe, clean, welcoming experience. They trust us with their credit cards, their personal information, their well-being. That trust, it's the invisible thread that connects every single department, from the front desk right through to the finance office. And there it is, trust. It's not just a word, it's our most valuable asset. Guests trust us, our employees trust us to create a fair and safe workplace. And of course, our owners and investors trust us to manage their assets with care and responsibility. In hospitality, trust isn't just a nice to have, it's the currency we deal in every single day. So, if trust is our number one asset, then you can bet financial misconduct is the fastest way to destroy it. It can take years, even decades, to build a stellar reputation, but it only takes one scandal, one serious mistake to bring it all crashing down. And once that trust is gone, it is incredibly hard to earn back. That's why this isn't just about compliance, it's about survival. Okay, so we've established that trust is everything. But how do we actually earn it? And more importantly, how do we maintain it? What does ethical financial management really look like day to day? Well, let's break down the core concepts that have to guide every single financial decision you make. I want you to think of ethical finance like a three-legged stool. The first leg is integrity. This just means your numbers are always honest, always accurate, no fudging, no exceptions. The second leg is transparency. This is all about clear, open communication, no hidden agendas, no surprises. And that third leg is compliance. You simply have to play by the rules, the laws, the industry standards, all of it. If any one of these legs gets wobbly, the whole thing falls apart. This table really just lays it all out, doesn't it? It's the classic battle between the long game and the short game. On one side, you've got ethical practices, which are all about building a healthy, sustainable business that can last for generations. And on the other side, well, that's the temptation to manipulate results, to chase a short-term target, maybe for a quick win or a bigger bonus. It's the difference between building a legacy and cashing a check. As a leader, you're going to have to choose which side you're on. So we've talked about the what and the why, but now we get to the really challenging part, the how. How do you actually take these principles and weave them into the DNA of your organization? How do you make them stick? The answer, in a word, is accountability. You know, accountability is what turns good intentions into actual good behavior. It's about creating a system where everybody knows their role, understands the rules, and is held responsible for their choices. It's having crystal clear policies for things like expense reports and making darn sure that everyone, from the part-time housekeeper to the general manager, follows them. It's about turning these big ideas into daily practice. This slide gives you the roadmap, and notice where it starts. It all starts at the top. As a leader, you set the tone. Your team is always watching you, and they'll follow your lead. If you cut corners, they'll think it's okay for them to cut corners. So you have to lead by example. From there, you can build the systems and processes to back it up. But make no mistake, without leadership setting the example, even the best systems in the world won't work. All right, so enough with the theory. What happens when the rubber really meets the road? What do you do when you're facing a genuinely tough decision and the pressure is on? Let's step out of the classroom and into the kind of real-world situations you're going to face every day. This is the classic dilemma, right? It's the one every single manager faces. On one hand, you've got intense pressure to hit your financial targets, to drive revenue and control costs. But on the other hand, you have a deep responsibility to be fair to your team, your guests, and your community. So what happens when those two things are in conflict? How do you balance profit with principle? Let's paint a picture. You're the general manager.
the ownership group is breathing down your neck to cut expenses. You could save a bunch of money by reducing staff hours or maybe using cheaper, less safe cleaning supplies. But you know your team deserves a fair wage, and you know you have a duty to provide a safe environment. So, what do? This is where your values are truly put to the test. It's not about choosing profit or people, it's about finding creative, ethical ways to serve both.
So, we've talked about the challenges, the tough calls, but what about the rewards? Why is leading with integrity not just the right thing to do, but also the absolute smartest thing to do for your business and your career? Let's look at the incredible long-term benefits of building on that foundation of trust. This chart just says it all, doesn't it? You can always chase a quick win by cutting a corner here or there, but that is a very, very short-term game. The real lasting value is in building a brand that people know they can trust. That's what creates sustainable, long-term success. So whenever you face one of those tough calls, just ask yourself, am I playing the short game or the long game? So at the end of the day, leading with integrity is truly a win-win. It's great for your brand, it's great for your business, and frankly, it's great for your own peace of mind. It's how you build a company that the best people want to work for, that smart investors want to back, and that loyal guests want to return to again and again. It's how you build a career you can be incredibly proud of. So, as you move forward and start to build your own amazing careers, I want to leave you with this one question. I want you to remember that every single financial decision you make, every budget you approve, every expense report you sign, every supplier you choose, it all tells a story. It tells a story about who you are as a leader and what you really stand for. So, my question to you is, what story will you tell?